Okay, so I think it's kind of crazy. When I was growing up and in middle school, I knew nothing about Starbucks. And now that I work at Starbucks, I see so many people from elementary school coming in and getting little pink drinks and cake pops, and then middle schoolers getting pink drinks and cake pops, and then high schoolers. And I thought, I used to get like a plain coffee from Starbucks and I would load it up at the condiment bar with sugar and the little vanilla powder and the cream and stir it. And I thought I was fancy with the regular nice Starbucks coffee for years, my early college. And then I had a friend, an old roommate and good friend for a long time, and she worked at a coffee shop and kind of introduced me some of the lifestyle. And I dated a guy who worked at Starbucks back 2000, like five, when I was in college, and I learned a little bit of the coffee culture from him. But I think it's so cool that kids are learning about coffee earlier, because had I discovered coffee, I could have learned how to cut my sugar, and maybe I would have been less of a soda baby. But I still love my Pepsi, and I love Taco Bell because they have Pepsi. That's the main reason I actually like Taco Bell, is because they're one of the few fast food places that has Pepsi and not Coke products. But anyways, it's weird how the generation's different. I also wonder, like, I was a TV baby. My whole schedule when I was home was watching TV, and then in the commercials I would do my homework. But like through the week, I knew what TV show I was going to watch what night, and I knew if I missed it, what time I had to watch it on the weekend for the reruns, or else you missed it until the very end of the season and then all the new reruns. But now kids can just stream and pick what they want as they go. And if I had that power as a kid, I don't know that I would have ever went outside, because when I went outside and played, it was typically because there was nothing on the TV at that time of day, at that time. It was like one of the rare times where none of the free 13 channels, because we had basic cable, had a TV show I would watch. Then I would go outside and climb trees and do all those things. But if there was a TV show on, I was going to be inside watching TV. Like, I'm not at school. That was almost a guarantee. Like, that was my schedule. But it's so different now. With streaming services, kids don't have to stick to that kind of, I have to catch my show Wednesday night at 7:30 on satellite TV. Now they can just click and watch it on Netflix or Hulu or Disney or HBO or Paramount or MTV or, what is it, Tubi, and all the freaking websites, Crunchyroll. It's crazy. It's just nuts. I feel old. Like, I'm only 40, but I was born in 85. So when I started driving in high school, you had a phone, but it was a flip phone. It wasn't this computer in your hand phone that we can shoot videos on and that we can edit on and we can have tons of apps on. Like, it's crazy. It was just a normal phone where you actually had to hit, like, one was A, B, C. If you sent a text, you had to go and count the numbers, the letters on the numbers to text. It took forever, and I used to do it. I used to be able to do it without looking in class. Now I couldn't do it. It would take me a long time to learn it, but I used to be able to text pretty fast on a tiny little. You're going like A, D, G. It was fun. It was like a little game. Video games were simpler too. Like, look at the Atari versus, gosh, I don't even know, the Wii, the Switch, whatever's out now. My brother showed me, but I don't know. I'm not a big gamer. I know the PlayStation's still around. And there's tons more video games now I never got into. But I got into the TV, the script writing, the art. I went to school for film and then video production and got my degree in video production. So I'm into that side of it. But it's funny because there's video game art, which is so cool, and there's so many cool graphics in video games that are very similar to movie storylines, but they're more interactive. I love it. I love where technology is going, where entertainment is going, and I love where social media is going, where we can be ourselves, we can use our platform and use our voice, and whoever wants to take it or leave it. Like, my channel's meant to be uplifting. It's meant to encourage those who are going through struggles, because I've been through struggles. I've grieved the loss of 3 of my most immediate family members to cancer. I'm 40, so it's about the age where you lose people. But I lost my mom at 19 to cancer. That was a fucking low blow from the universe or whoever. And I got past it. I got past it, like, not the most healthy way back in the day, but now I've been healing. And I can tell you, if you've grieved the loss of a parent or a sibling recently, I can tell you it's going to be okay. It's not easy to hear right now, but I love you, and God loves you, and God can get you through. God and his faith is who got me through. I lucked out that my family over there, it says the Ledbetter is under the cross. My family taught me to trust God. And my sister, her last prayer before she was gone the next morning was, God's will be done. Same thing with my dad. And my mom was in a coma for a week, and they were spoon feeding her little bits of water until she passed in hospice. That was sad. But I know she prayed when she was able to physically talk. She prayed, God's will be done. I know that her, my mom, and my dad are in heaven together, and that brings me peace. And I can say that without tearing up and crying, because they're at peace. Cancer stripped them, killed their body, took away all their nutrition, and beat them up, and they were still praising God and grateful. So I'm grateful. I'm grateful I woke up. I don't know why God has me here, but I'm going to do whatever he wants me to do. And thank you for watching, whoever you are. Thank you for watching. If you've made it this far, I love you so much, but God loves you more. And just know you can get through anything. I've overcome over 15 years of drug addiction, over 10 years of sex addiction. Technically, you could say 15, I guess. I don't know. I've overcome grieving the loss of 3 loved ones, and I'm 40. I'm still kicking. I'm healthy. I have HIV. I take medication. I'm undetectable. I have other videos where you can watch what that means if you don't know, but, I was overly promiscuous in my 20s, and consequences came, and now I have to take a pill every day to keep the HIV undetectable. And I'm grateful that they have a pill to keep me alive and others alive, because back 20-something years ago, I would no longer probably exist right now, because I've had HIV over a decade, so it would have taken me out. So I'm grateful. God has me here for something, and I'm going to keep on trucking. God has you here for something, whether you believe in God or not. I believe you're here for a purpose. I hope you know that you're here for a purpose, and you're the only you, so do what you do, and have a great night. I love you, but God loves you more. I'm going to enjoy this beautiful view. The sun should be setting in about an hour. I don't know if I'm going to be out here that long, but have a good night.